So you're thinking of moving to Salt Lake City, Utah. In this video, I am going to show you all around the suburb of North Salt Lake City, Utah, focusing on the west side today. So we're going to do a little tour and I'm going to take you around the neighborhood. Right now, I am standing on the trail that's in the middle of the neighborhood, which I'll give you a sneak peek of if you wait around until the end. But for now, we're going to start showing homes. I'm going to show you 3 different price points that you will find in the neighborhood. And that way it'll give you a chance to see what fits into your budget. So if you stick around until the end, I'll share some of the best kept secrets about this neighborhood that you'll definitely won't want to miss. If this is your first time to the channel and you are wanting to know everything there is to know about living in Salt Lake City, Utah and the lifestyle in the area, then you are going to want to tap the bell below for notifications so that you can be the first one to know all the juicy details about the market and all the going on in the area. You're also going to want to hit that subscribe button. My name is Janet with Living in Salt Lake City, Utah. We get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking to make a smooth move, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're moving in 90 days or 9 days, we would love to hear from you. So my information is below. Send us a text, shoot us an email, give me a call, and I'd love to help you make a smooth move to Salt Lake City, Utah and the surrounding suburbs in the area. So today we're going to start in the suburb of North Salt Lake City, Utah, which I'm especially excited to share with you because this is where I call home. I actually built my first home in this neighborhood in 2003, and I've been here ever since, even though I did make a small move to a little bit larger home in the north side of the neighborhood, south side of the neighborhood. And today we're actually going to start with a middle price point so that I can show you the first home that I did build in the area. It happens to be listed again. So I thought that would be fun to just introduce you to why I like the neighborhood and what made me decide to build in this neighborhood called Foxboro. And at the time in 2003, it was a new construction. I went through that process. I had 2 young children. I had one who was going into preschool, the other who was going into kindergarten, and I was a single mom. And the biggest, most important thing to me was to be able to own a home and to find a place that we could create a community and I could watch them grow up. And I have found that here. So I'm excited to share more with you about Foxboro in North Salt Lake City, Utah on the west side. Okay, so we're at the first house, which is actually the middle priced house. Usually when I do my vlogs, I go in order of pricing. But today we are at 736 North Durham Drive in North Salt Lake City, Utah. It is actually a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It was built in 2004 and it was listed at $469,000. So the interesting thing again about this house is there is a lot of sentiment for me. This is actually the first house I built and I lived here with my 2 little kids. My daughter was going into kindergarten and my son was going into preschool, and I was a single mom and I wanted more than anything in the world to have a place called home and a community where I felt like we would be well accepted, and I found that here. In fact, I love this community so much that I still live in the area. I just moved a little bit south. So there you have it. This is what you will find in North Salt Lake City on the west side in that price range. It's, like I said, $469,000. This home is a single level and it's built on slab. The nice thing about that is if you're starting out, it's a good price point, but also the crazy thing is that at this point in the market, it becomes competition with those retiree families because it's nice for them to downsize and have everything on one level. But there are many, many things that I love about this area. My favorite thing was watching my cute little son take off on his bike when he was learning to ride, and his little cheeks would just jiggle and he would grin, and I could watch him ride his bike all around the neighborhood. And just around the corner, there's a cute little park, and he would run over and with my daughter and they would hang out and play, and it felt very nice to have them just right there where I could go hang out with them and we could enjoy the park. There's also trails that I'll show you later on in the video, and we use those trails all the time, especially in the summer out on our bikes or when I taught them how to skate. I don't run, but my children did, and they use the trails for that too, but we did bike and skate along those trails. Okay, so we're at a cute little townhome, and it's going to be like your entry-level pricing here in North Salt Lake City, in Foxboro specifically, Utah. And this is 433 Kent Drive. It's a townhome, so it does have an HOA. It also makes it so that you don't have to worry about lawn maintenance. This home is listed for $355,000. It's 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and it was built in 2007. Now, the interesting thing at this entry price point is a lot of times in today's market here in Utah, there's competition between the people who are retiring and the people who are just trying to buy their first house. So for someone who's just trying to buy their first house, this is actually a great opportunity because there's a full flight of stairs. And typically if someone's getting ready to retire, they're going to want to be avoiding those stairs. This one, where it's just right around 1,000 square feet, is also not as appealing to someone who's getting ready to retire as the first home that I showed you that was single level living. And that one was just over 1,500 square feet. So that's a good comparison between like a single family and then a townhome. So this one I wanted to show you because the price point is so much better. There's a really fun little clubhouse and pool so that you can have a great time in the summer. It's really fun to invite friends over. There's a couple parking spaces for visitors. Something I wanted to tell you about the community is that this whole community, it was a master plan, and it was built by Woodside Homes. They're a national company, very well known. They do a great job in building. They did a great job in planning out, so you have these townhomes, and then in a little bit different section of the neighborhood, you have single family homes. Like the one that I showed you that's built all on one level, they range from like 1,100 to 1,500 square feet. Then you have the 2-level homes. They go anywhere from, they take it from that 1,500, go all the way up to a little bit over 3,000 square feet, and they mix it all together in the neighborhood, which is really, really nice for the feel and for the value in maintaining that. My favorite thing, again, I'm going to say it again, is the trails. They're all throughout the neighborhood, the parks. Everything is so accessible, and you have a really good community feel in the area. They have a community watch program that's nice. They have a lot of community events that you'll want to get involved in as well. You can always see people you know walking around the neighborhood. So there you have it. Okay, we're at 1024 Danby in North Salt Lake City, Utah. This side of the neighborhood, the north side, actually is a little bit bigger. So this is listed at $680,000, has 4 bedrooms and 4 baths. It was built in 2012, so it is a little bit newer, and it's just right around 3,000 square feet. So Woodside did this really cool thing. After they built all the homes in the south, then when they decided to build in the north, they actually did a poll and they said, hey, so what do you guys think? What is missing in these homes? And the number one response was storage. So they did a really good job on this side to add some storage in the laundry, add some storage in the closets, give you a little bit more room so that you have better storage. That was, again, the number one issue that they addressed. Also, here in the north, there's an HOA. It's a small HOA because there's a pool, there's a clubhouse, and it gives you the opportunity to have like a little party there. There's also a gym. So if you like to work out, that's included here. They don't do any yard maintenance. It is your own yard. They are good size yards so that you have a chance to be able to play with the kids outside. Also, they do food truck Mondays there. So when the weather's nice, it's really fun to go and hang out in the community and get to know people. You'll also see that I drove by by the firehouse and then one of the local churches. You will find a lot of local churches. If that is your thing, it's a great community to join and become a part of. It helps you get to know people in the area. So there you have it. We are wrapping up our little introduction to North Salt Lake City, Utah on the west side. So if you are considering moving to Salt Lake City and you like the suburb of North Salt Lake, reach out. Let's talk about what best suits your needs. Let's figure out your lifestyle and see if this fits in your budget. If there's anything you want to know, send me a text, shoot me an email, give me a call. I'm your gal.